Welcome to War India News Hour. Indian fintech industry has grown rapidly during the pandemic. Businesses around the world are grappling with challenging times, and with the emergence of banking technologies, it has changed the face of the fintech industry. Fintech is now part of the BFSI sector and is changing rapidly with the evolution of innovative new age technologies like artificial intelligence, machine learning and more. Digital banking is climbing to the new heights. Banks are now joining forces with fintech startups to upgrade their existing systems and enable smoother operations to deliver a better experience for consumers. Banks have not only partnered with fintechs but have also been busy in modernizing the lending infrastructure and the value chain, which includes biometric KYC, pre-approved home loans to support digital banking. Technological advancements seen globally are playing out in India as well. The predefined APIs allow banks and financial entities to club in their frequently used microservices to accelerate their business. With easy integration and data sharing, APIs can help banks save several weeks. The demand for personal loans has only grown over the years, especially among the low-income families and borrowers who mainly avail of these loans for consumption purposes. All fintechs popping up these days target young and low-income people who are digitally savvy and seek short-term credit solutions for pursuing various aspirations. Now, fintechs are adopting a completely remote and formless onboarding process, which is based on video, voice and images with video-based KYC fueled by consumer demand, resulting in a digital lending boom in India. Let's look into today's headlines in War India. Police has taken hundreds of suspected criminals into custody through messaging app, says FBI. An international sting operation using a fake encrypted messaging app has resulted in 800 arrests worldwide after being tricked into using an FBI-run encrypted messaging app, ANOM, that is ANOM, officials said. The FBI and Australian Federal Police designed the app that was strictly distributed among criminals, allowing police to monitor their chats about drug smuggling, money laundering and murder plots. Over 16 countries were involved in operating Trojan Shield. The app was developed by the FBI and presented as a secure platform for organized criminals. Swiggy, Dunzo and BigBasket are eyeing to capture India's $3.3 billion e-grocery market. During pre-COVID times, India has not seen much growth in the online shopping, that is e-grocery, but the pandemic changed everything to remote. India's e-grocery market subsequently gained demand. The reason grocery as a segment is smaller is because of the offline Kirana network is strong, expecting the market to touch a whopping $24 billion by 2025. Software bug has made the major global internet outage, says Fastly. Fastly, the company behind major global internet outage that led to websites of Amazon, Reddit and CNN and others crash worldwide on Tuesday, said the incident was caused by a bug in its software that was triggered when one of its customers changed their settings. We have detected an disruption within 1 minute, identified and isolated the cause and disabled the configuration, as per Fastly's statement. Delhi police succeeded in busting gang for cheating 5 lakh people. The cyber cell of the Delhi police on Wednesday arrested 11 men for allegedly cheating more than 5 lakh people to the tune of rupees 150 crores in the last 2 months. They used apps like Powerbank, Sun Factory and EZ Plan. The app is listed on Google Play Store and offers lucrative and quick returns on investments. These apps offered lucrative returns on investment which claimed to double the investment amount in 24 to 35 days. Tata Digital eyeing to buy near controlling stake in delivery startup Dunzo. Tata Digital is in talks to buy a stake in hyperlocal delivery startup Dunzo. The valuation of the company is to be at rupees 1,093 to 1,457 crores. However, Dunzo has denied report of Tata Digital acquiring close to a controlling stake in the hyperlocal delivery startup. Dunzo had raised rupees 290 crore in a round of funding earlier this year. The company is also aiming to raise rupees 1094 crores with an aim to reach rupees 7300 crores in revenue in the next 2 years as per the reports. That's all for now. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to War India News Magazine. You can download the War India app from Google Play Store for the latest news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.